All right, stretches for the lower back and the hamstrings. So your calves, hamstrings, lower back are all connected. So a lot of times lower back pain might not just be stemming from the low back, but actually the tightening of the hamstrings and calf muscles as well. So just basically hinging at your waist and doing a simple toe touch as deep as you can go with keeping the legs straight. Knees not bend. So as soon as your knees start to bend, that's about as far as you should go, but you should be feeling a really nice stretch through your calf muscles and the hamstrings. And then just kind of let yourself fall. And just really get a good stretch. You can hold these for about 20 seconds to 30 seconds. I also really like doing the same thing, only from a seated position. So you're just simply going to sit on the floor while you're watching TV. You can spread your legs as far and wide as you want, but just simply reaching for the toes. So just really kind of keeping your core tight, but letting the muscles in your lower back just kind of stretch. You should feel actually pretty good. And just hold, don't bounce, okay? Don't bounce. Hold for, like I said, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and progressively each day, those stretches should be deeper. Another stretch that I love to strengthen the lower back and the core are bird dogs. So wanting to lose a belly is not just about doing a bunch of sit-ups. You actually need complete core strength in order to make progress on the belly front, but also, tightening that lower back and core. You can use a ball. You can also do these on the ground, but it's basically, it's one arm up, the opposite leg up. So you're going to hold that, and you're just really going to balance and tighten that core, and then you're just going to switch positions. Okay, so you should really be feeling the muscles in your lower back tighten and being used. And just hold these, 10 seconds, 20 seconds aside. Do it about 10 times or so on each side. But you should really be flexing the butt muscle to bring that leg up. And like I said, keeping that core tight. So these are bird dogs from a balance ball, which is pretty difficult. You can do it without, which is basically just getting on all fours, keeping the back nice and level, and then just extending the arm and the opposite leg and holding for a good amount of time, keeping that lower back, the core, and your butt muscle tight. Because your butt muscles help support the lower back, so we want to make sure that we're strengthening these muscles. So those are a couple stretches that you should be doing every day. Pretty easy to do. The pigeon pose is something you can do on the floor. If you're not comfortable doing them on the floor, you can actually use a box or something similar, a bench maybe. But if you can bring your leg up and just lean, you don't have to get super deep into this particular stretch. But again, it's stretching the butt muscle and a little bit of a hamstring, which will help loosen up any lower back tightness. So again, you can just go as deep as you want on these, hold for 20 seconds on each side, but using a box or a bench or maybe even an ottoman or a footstool, like a big enough footstool, could very well help and be an easier way to do this. But just basically curl that leg up if you can. Obviously, if you can't get it all the way bent, just try to do your best. But hopefully this will help. The child's pose is basically just sitting on your knees. Again, you can do this while you're watching television. And just bring your head down and really give that lower back a good stretch. Stretch the arms forward and just relax, 20, 30 seconds. But that's just another really great way to alleviate any pressure and tightness in that lower back. Pretty easy to do. And so you can do these several times throughout the course of the day while you're watching your favorite movie. Split squat push press. This is just a really great way to work the legs and the arms. You can use 2 dumbbells or 1. I'll show you how to do it both ways. The split squat is basically just standing in this position. You're using the extra weight to bring your knee down and stand back up. And you essentially just go straight down and up. So there's 10 on each side. Switch legs. Do the same thing. 10 on each side. Really contracting this muscle because again, we want to strengthen the hamstrings and the butt to decrease lower back pain and support the back. So this is how you do it with 2 barbells. If you want 1, you just simply hold it in front, like this, hold it in front, and then you just got 1 weight. You can use a gallon of milk, a big can of beans, whatever, you know. Or you don't have to use any weight at all. Graduate to the weight later. So that's the split squat. The push press is essentially taking your same barbell, standing, and just going overhead. So it's 10 push press with each arm. Now this you do need weight, so you're gonna have to pick something. 5 pounds, 10 pounds, like I said, whatever you might have at home. You can use a can, a roll of something. Otherwise, I would suggest getting yourself 1 or a couple of these little handy dandy weights. Push-ups and leg raises. This is a basic one. If you need to go to the knees, just make sure you're keeping that core tight. That is the key. You don't want to slouch like this. You don't want your butt up in the air. But a nice tight core and almost in a plank position. Really use the triceps, chest to back. Push-ups gets rid of those flying squirrels, right, Dumas? And then the leg raises. You just simply go to your back. Keep your back tight to the floor and just lift your legs nice and slow so you can feel a good burn. And if you can only go up a little bit, that's fine too. So leg raises as long as that lower back is tight to the ground. And these are what those look like. So mountain climbers are really great for cardio and also tightening and strengthening that core, which we really want to focus on for the lower back. Support yourself with your shoulders. You're going to get kind of in a pike position, and you're simply just going to move your legs almost like you're running in place. 2 count, so it's 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, etc. So that is the mountain climbers. Then you are going to do jumping jacks in this workout. Same thing, it's a 2 count. Jumping jacks are pretty simple, I'm sure you remember. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. That one's pretty simple, so have fun with that one. Legs, abs, arms. Love workouts where you can work all parts of the body in one session because you don't want to forget leg day. You don't want to forget arm day either. But legs, abs, arms, that workout is just simply 25 jumping jacks, which we just reviewed, with 15 air squats. Very easy, you don't even need weight. So an air squat is just keeping your knees and back of your toes. Squat down. You should be getting the butt below parallel, below the knee. But if you can't do that, you just simply get down as low as you can. Just make sure the knees are not coming out in front of the toes because you will throw your back out if that's the case. So don't go so deep to where your knees are going over your toes. If you're on your toes and your heels are off the ground, that is not good form and you will end up hurting yourself. So keep the heels planted and just simply sit back. So keep the knees in line, butt goes back as far as you can go while staying on your heels and really using these muscles to bring yourself back up and to bring yourself down. So like I said, eventually you'll graduate to below parallel, which is just a really good workout. So that is your air squat. And then as far as crunches, you know, you're pretty familiar with those. You can just simply keep that lower back tight to the ground and just crunch up. Give it a good tightening, and that's going to help with the abs. And then the last part of that is back to the push-up. So you can take those from the knees, like I said, just make sure that that core is tight, and that you're using those triceps to bring yourself down and push yourself back up. Legs, abs, arms. Leg raises, plank to plank with shoulder taps. Leg raises are simply just that, leg raise. You can go up a foot, you can come up all the way, keep the ab tight, lower back push down to the ground, slow and steady to really feel it. And then you're just going to flip over to a plank position. Keep that butt down, tighten the core, hold this for 30 seconds. It's hard. If you need to break, go to your knees and take a break. Continue to hold for the rest of the 30 seconds. And then the plank hold with shoulder tap is just more abs and a little bit of arms. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, take a break as you need, as far as just going to your knees and then continuing on with those shoulder taps to complete all reps. So this is my favorite one, squat jump city, because I love squat jumps, because it's really great cardio. You're gonna feel super winded, and they kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie. But the rest of the movements are all about building muscle, building strength, but you're gonna get some super good cardio in there. So the push-ups, just go from the knees. We've already done that, so you're gonna do 30 push-ups from the knees if you need to. Hopefully graduate to the toes and be able to do those pretty strict. But the squat jump is one of my favorite moves. It's like the air squat, which we reviewed. You're just gonna squat down as low as you can comfortably while staying on your heels, and then just spring up into a jump. So it's a vertical jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get all the way to 30. If you've got to take a break every 5, every 2 or 3, totally acceptable. By the end of this journey, you should be able to do 30 in a row. Feel winded, but not like you're gonna die, but 30 unbroken. So 30 squat jumps, and then you're gonna go right into 30 crunches, which we just did, and then you're gonna do 20 push-ups, 20 jumping squats, 20 crunches, and then 10 of each one of those movements to finish it off. So a really great, super short burst of energy to burn fat and strengthen muscle all at the same time, which is amazing. And a bonus movement that I actually would really like for you to do is the Superman holds. You can do this on the ground or with one of these. These are great for lower back strengthening exercises. So maybe get one on Amazon. This one's a little squishy, I need to fill it back up. But Superman holds are essentially, you're just bringing your chest up off the floor or up off this ball, and you're just using those lower back muscles, tightening them, and you're just gonna hold. So you're just gonna hold like you're flying. Hold for 10 seconds, whatever's comfortable. Do not strain yourself, and then relax. Bring yourself back up. We'll use those lower back muscles to tighten, strengthen that core. You can do these from the floor, and they're actually pretty easy. You just bring your feet and your hands up like you're Superman, literally flying through the air, and you're using that lower back and core muscle, just using it to pull yourself up off the ground. So hold again for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever's comfortable without completely dislodging something. But anyway, hold, strengthen, and relax, and repeat. So again, it is just absolutely crucial that it's not just core here, but lower back is something that's a bit of a bugger. So strengthening the lower back and using some of those exercises to really engage these muscles back here, but then also strengthening the back of the legs and the butt and stretching them at the same time. So you want to keep them limber, mobile, and strong.